do this, okay? But we're gonna call to, have the meeting is being called to order. Roll call,
Chairperson Gretchen,
here.
Vice Chair Lawrence,
Here.
and standing Secretary and Treasurer Catherine Bertucci here.
What's your name, ma'am?
Catherine?
Okay. Catherine Verducci.
Yes.
Verducci. All right, now, oh, here it is. I'm losing my mind. I'm missing a paper. I'm missing a paper. He just, oh no, I got it. I got it. All right. We're here to try to get everybody together so that we can work together with housing and with the residents so that we can get things together and have the people, oh no. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all, we got to do the Pledge of Allegiance. My fault, see, like I said, roll call. I'm sorry. Let me turn around. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Martin.
Gretchen, I'm so sorry to interrupt you guys. I just want to welcome everyone here. You guys have access to the bathrooms. You have only access in and out here to the left in case there's a fire of some sort. There's a door to your right. Do not use that unless it's an emergency going out the back side. No one can bring food in here to eat. I understand some people are diabetics and might need some juice or sugars. That's fine, but it's not to be used as a cafeteria of sorts at this time. Welcome. And we discussed the other situation. Thank you, I respect that. If you need me, give me a call or come seek me out. All right, guys? Bye-bye.
Okay.
Good luck.
All right, everybody, like I said, we are here to try to help you with your maintenance problems as a whole. We're not trying to single out one person that we can help. We're going to try to help everybody. We want to work with the housing authority to try to get things straightened out. We want to try to help the kid do stuff for the kids and whatnot around here. We want to try to clean this place up and make it look better and whatnot. So, we don't have any old business. Right. So, we're gonna go into the new business, but we're trying to get everything straightened out where we can, help everybody out. And if anybody, you know, once we get through, we're gonna go through and let everybody speak on what they need to say once we get through talking. Okay, so they're only recording us. Sign in, baby. What? Sign in, mommy. They're recording us only up until we go into public speaking. When we let the public talk, they will shut down the cameras. Okay? So everybody can talk and say what they gotta say and whatnot. I need Lawrence to say what he has to say.
Okay,
Date 2000.
welcome. Have a sign in, please, sir?
Okay.
Little coming.
Yeah.
Hey, people still coming.
Go ahead and talk.
Okay, good morning, everybody. I'm Lawrence, if you don't know who I am. What we're trying to do with the resident council is this is not a board meeting. This is basically us. We're all this together. Your maintenance ain't no different than our maintenance. My house is probably worse than a lot of your houses. So, we're not here to pick at you know, the maintenance issues or the safety issues. We're here to fix it. You know what I'm saying? So, we're here to fix it. Like I said, this is the New Beginnings Tenants Association. New Beginnings is what it is in itself. You know what I'm saying? So, we all know the issues from prior. We all know the issues that were going on prior. From this point forward, we're gonna see what we can do to move forward to try to improve some of these issues. So if people, when we open it up to the floor, if you have suggestions or things of that nature to see what we could do to move things forward, then we're all for it. All the things in the past from the 16th back, we know already because we're living it. You know what I'm saying? We're not the board. We don't live in Franklin in these beautiful houses. We live here in Robeson and we live here in Swartz Homes. We know what's going on. We need to know, when we have these meetings, we need to know what we could do to improve our quality of living. You know what I'm saying? To make our housing, our maintenance issues, we're trying to fix that. We're trying to fix the security issues. We're trying to fix the parking issues. We're trying to make a better living for our children. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to just make overall our quality of life better for everybody.
Hold on a minute. Does anybody need a translator?
I was looking and I didn't see it.
Okay.
No.
No?
I explained to her later on.
Okay, if anybody needs a translator, we have Rebecca Escobar here that can explain. She speaks Spanish,
All right.
okay?
I see that maintenance. Okay. One of the things that
Can I have it, yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt, I just want, for the benefit of everybody, including me, if you could explain very briefly a summation of how you got here and what is the role of the resident council? How far can you go, how far can you not go? I know you have bylaws, right? So
Yeah.
very brief, so people could understand, because, that there might be some limits.
Some things we can do and
And
some
so
things we
maybe just
can't.
from the get-go, explain the role of the resident council.
Well,
Very briefly.
We got here by me and a few of us coming together, and so, because we, after so many years of having one, then we didn't have one, we fought to have this, to form this resident council so that we can help you. We talked, as I started, I've been fighting this for years, and they've been putting up thought, but we finally got it together, and we got it, well, halfway together. We got a few people that, the three of us so far, we had 5, but now we gotta work on seeing if we can, sooner or later, maybe add 2 more back to the resident council, but it's all because of the things that have been happening in the area between both sides and what's been going on, and stuff not getting fixed, kids tearing up and whatever. So we had to get together to try to bring everything together. We're basically here to try to help you and work with the housing authority to get things going so everybody can be at peace. Oh yeah, everybody has to shut their phones down, I'm sorry.
We do have bylaws.
Yeah, we have bylaws.
And the bylaws, the purpose that we put down, the purpose of the council is to improve the quality of life and the residents' satisfaction through, working together and working with housing authorities so we can fix the problem. We're your middle person so that there's, we can try and then come to meetings. When you guys come to the meetings, one of the meetings, because of Charles, I'm glad that he tapes them, because then I got to watch them after. At one meeting, we were told, if everybody had listened, the guy had said, you have 30 days to fix, the problem. Because people were yelling during that meeting, he goes, now it's 60 days. So coming to the meeting and getting them upset here, we went from 30 days to 60. Now we have to go by that. Before, we could come to them with paperwork and say, okay, this is 30 days behind. Now they have 30 days more, So like coming here sometimes it doesn't work so well when we come in and we're angry and we're yelling and screaming. but we're all upset, so that's how, it comes when we come here. But we have to remember that every time that they say something, they go, well, Mr. Clark, Mr. Clark. So we have to work together with you guys, and then we can go to Mr. Clark, so that when we come to these board meetings, when they say, well, did Mr. Clark know? Yeah, and here's paperwork. We have paperwork.
We're gonna have.
We went to Mr. Clark, we sat down with him. We've already had two meetings with Mr. Clark, where we had him sign, well, he's got a contract that he's gonna sign with us, giving us, permission and able to pull, work orders, see what's there. Because that was one of the things when we did the bylaws, we made sure it went in here. That it says here, partnership agreement, with them, we'll work directly with them, with the staff. That means Elizabeth has to meet with us if we want to meet with her. She has to take time to sit with us and go over, what the problem is. Andrea also, Steve.
We're
Dan.
all gonna have, excuse me, okay, Catherine. We're all gonna have, in some point in time, we're gonna have John Clark, Andrea, and Danny sit here with us. So y'all can ask them questions if you need to ask questions, and let them explain to you what's going on their side. Okay? Then we're gonna have, later on, the police department come through and explain, because we're gonna try to get these IDs back to going. Everybody's gonna have IDs, and when the cops come out, this is what's gonna happen, and stop everybody. Then nobody has no excuse not to have an ID. When people are walking around. So we're trying to get things going so we can have a better and safer and quieter area. Yeah.
Well, right now, everybody that's here today, what we did was we made up our own work orders. So if there's stuff that you could fill out today, and what we're gonna do is, we'll take it on Monday, we're gonna hand it in, it's gonna be stamped. They then have 60 days from us handing it on Monday
To fix
to fix the item. They have 60 days from the day that we hand it to them. And then if it's not done, then we can bring it back to Mr. Clark and go, listen, you had 60 days. Now when we come to the meeting, to the board, we can say, look, these are our slips, we have them. That's why I say paper trail. You go in the office, whatever you give them, make sure they stamp it, make a copy, and give it to you. Make sure whoever does it signs it also, and keep that. Anything that you have, keep it. Because it's paper trail. It's going back saying, well, I did it on this day. Look, it was stamped. He stamped it this day. You can't tell me 90 days from now that it's okay.
They lost it.
Right. But you have the copy. You understand? Well, how come I have it? I gave it to him. He gave it to Dan. Because now it's not Steve's problem anymore. It's who he gave it to. And I know Steve, like I talked to him the other day, and I go, sometimes, people don't like you. And I go, it's not really because it's you hand it to somebody, and they don't understand. You handed it to the man now that has to do it, but when they come in because it's not done, you're the man I handed it to. Not realizing it went to Gretchen, Now I hand it over to Gretchen. I got nothing to do with it. I hear Gretchen, you're in charge.
Yeah, I'm in charge.
You know what I'm saying? So now when you come to me, it's like, I gave it to her already. But you could also say, yeah, but you also signed it, so did she, So you always got to have that
Paper
where
trail.
something is stamped, so they can't come back and say, well, you didn't give it to me. No, I have a copy.
That's the main thing, is the maintenance.
Basically, we are the middle people. You know what I'm saying? Basically, we got tired of the issues that we have, period. We got tired of where our neighborhood looks. We got tired that we see, we could go across the street to Parkside and it looks beautiful over there. But their maintenance people is our maintenance people. So why do they look so gorgeous over there and when they come in over here and we get in
Why
hard
does
work?
right place look
So,
better than the
People,
middle?
the people want to live here, stays here.
Exactly, so.
They out there, coming out there right now, they'll be there at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm tired of it.
I was up all
I'm telling you,
night
Yeah, at 2 o'clock.
with the
this
cops
morning.
last night,
And we understand
Trying
that.
to get people to
Every night,
go.
not one
And this is
day.
the issue,
Every
like,
night.
when we had
Every
the,
day, all night, loud. You open your door, you got 5 or 6 sitting on your porch. You look out there, you got 4 or 5 sitting on your car.
Something else
And
that,
this is 7 days a night.
Yeah.
something else we wanna try to do is see, I know we have empty, like, little areas that the maintenance men use, right? We wanna talk to New Brunswick Police and see if they can make those a substation.
police, they
But a
come out.
substation,
But I
if you
don't
can
understand
have,
that. The police come, ride, and don't say a word.
Word, not a
All
word.
these people, the other night, it was like the beach. People sitting on top of their cars and you just sitting
Alright.
in your cars laughing and talking to each other, but nobody says anything to them. Did you ask them to leave? Nope, they just ride and
And
ride
the
and
police
ride.
know them so well.
They know their name,
They
right?
make little jokes with them.
I
Oh, now
told them
Sear,
last night.
You're not playing dice right now? You're not playing dice? Like,
No, listen to me. Like I said, we're gonna have the police come, one meeting, where everybody can sit down and talk with them. Right now, until we get our IDs done, we want everybody to have their IDs. So when the cops tell somebody to leave or go somewhere, we know it's people that don't live here. You understand what I'm saying?
Just make sure you send the cop with the sleeves, with the tattoos. Make sure he's sitting here.
No, I know who's getting it. It depends
Because
on when
he's the
they're
main one
working.
that plays with them.
Okay.
Yeah. On your porch.
Alright, let's hold on a minute, and,
we did want to open up with the comments for.
we have,
Let's get this-
wait a minute. We have to, next month, our meeting is
Yeah.
gonna be on.
What's the matter?
What we say? I'm sorry.
November 21st.
The 21st on a Saturday. And, what I wanna know is, what is a good time for, is this a good time for everybody to come to the meeting?
I think 12 is better,
12 is better?
I think.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing
But it's a
myself,
little
but, yeah, because you gotta get up a little bit too early,
Yeah,
get dressed and
children.
whatnot. But, I wanna know from everybody, what, is 12 better or 1 o'clock?
now, one is.
Too late.
Too late, right?
All right, 12,
But you
12.
know what? It doesn't matter to me. I don't work weekends. So,
Yeah, we be trying,
okay.
12 is okay? All right, because next month, when we come, we're gonna have a schedule for the rest of the year
Oh, that's better.
to let y'all know when the meetings are gonna be and what time. Okay,
Let's
Now-
kind of get in a
wait a
little
minute,
bit off
yeah.
track. So we're gonna back it up a little bit. We're gonna have Miss
Catherine.
We got Miss Catherine go through some of our bylaws and let you guys know some of our like Ms. Escobar said, some of our do's and don'ts and what we can do. Because tell you the truth, we really, it's so fresh.
yeah,
We really don't know what
But
all
we-
we can do.
right,
Understand what
we're
I'm
still
saying?
learning too,
So-
just like y'all.
We're gonna back this up a little bit. Ms. Cat is gonna go through some of our bylaws and some of the situations, and then we're gonna reopen up the floor, so we cut the cameras off, we open up the floor, and then we can get into the issues with the sitting in the cars, with the police, et cetera, et cetera. Because these are issues for y'all, like I said, these are issues for us. You understand what I'm saying? I walk around here at night, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning by myself with my music on. I don't wanna have to be walking around my music on and I gotta cut my music on because I don't know who's gonna pop out of where. You understand what I'm saying? So like I said, we are young, you know what I'm saying? I wanna be able to walk around 4 o'clock in the morning and not have to be in between some people playing dice or somebody arguing or, you know what I'm saying? I don't wanna have to do that either. So we are y'all, so we definitely understand what y'all going on. I don't want nobody sitting on my car either, you know what I'm saying? You sitting on my car, you putting dents in my car, you know what I mean? I don't want that either. But, like I said, we're gonna back this up a little bit. We're gonna have Ms. Cat go over some of our bylaws, Ms. Catherine, sorry. We're gonna have Ms. Catherine go through some of our bylaws, and then we're gonna reopen up the floor to get into.
Right,
some
let
of the
everybody
issues.
talk.
So let's.
Right now, they're filming us. We don't want the questions and answers to be filmed right, once y'all start questioning
Yeah, so we're
stuff.
gonna back that, let's
They
back
only-
up a
they
little
trying
bit. And then Ms. Catherine will go over our bylaws, and then that'll kind of give y'all a little bit of insight on what we can do and
What we can't do.
All right, go ahead, Ms. Cat.
okay, one of the things that they had, is our meetings, that we were allowed to meet here, you know, once a month with everybody to discuss things that we're doing. The bylaws are really, on here, it's just telling, like how we got voted in, and that, how we can be voted out. So if we miss meetings, you know, if we miss 3 meetings ourselves, or if we wanna just sign a resignation and leave.
Listen,
Okay,
we were
so our-
voted in from you guys.
Yeah.
Right, and
We were
we can
voted
be
in from you
voted
guys,
out.
and we could get voted out
Yes.
from you guys.
Yeah.
If you guys feel as though, Lawrence isn't doing his part, you understand what I'm saying? Kevin from 32, seems like he'll be a more positive fit for that position. You guys could vote it, you could vote Kevin in, you could vote me out. You know what I mean? Nobody's here permanently. And technically, me and Gretchen are here for 3 years, and then we have to go for another re-election and either get rehired or reinstated or not reinstated. Miss Catherine, I believe, is here for 2 years till she's locked into her position, where she can get voted in or voted out. Maybe somebody be like, hey, I'm better with money than she is, and she's not handling it right. Nobody's here
Nobody
permanently.
here is
Like I said,
permanently.
we're here, we got elected from you guys, and we get elected out from you guys. You understand what I'm saying?
And basically, I wanted to get this started. I know I'm not gonna be here, you know, for a long time, so I want somebody else to be able to take my place if I can't do this job no more. So that's why I wanna get this started, because I know there's some other residents out there that can do this too. That, basically, we wanna get this started, because we know we're not gonna be here permanently. You know, some of us might get sick, some of us might pass, but still, we want the if something happens, we want you, the residents, to be able to come in and take our place.
Yeah, we want us to take care of us.
That's right.
All right, Mr. Catherine, what's the next one? The next bylaw.
Okay. It's the titles and duties, like we just went over what, each of them are.
Okay.
We know Ms. Gretchen's the chairperson, so, she's in charge of the agenda and the meetings, and pretty much you're gonna go to her with a lot of, you know, the problems. And Lawrence is the vice chair,
Chair.
so really it's both of them. So
Yeah.
you're gonna work with both of
Both
them.
of us, yeah.
And I'm just gonna be the silent person.
Secretary treasurer.
The secretary and treasurer, I'm gonna try to be like
Once
the
we start
silent person.
once we start getting grants, and we start learning how to get grants, and we start getting, you know, some money come in for
We wanna
programs
make
for,
parks.
Yeah.
let's say, get programs for aftercare or childcare for the kids, or we could get a grant for computer classes, so we can teach people classes and stuff like that.
Or
Once we learn how to
playground
get
over here.
grants in, that's when Ms. Cat's gonna come in and help us to show that the money's being budgeted to the right places. That's another issue that we have with the housing authority. They got some big grant, and the grass got cut, and the roof got fixed, and, you know, a couple spots got painted, but the interior of these houses were not done with that money. So we trying to figure out, basically, we can't cry about spilt milk. Wherever that money went,
It's gone.
Now we want to know from this point, like I said, new beginnings. From this point forward, when housing authority gets a grant, whether it's from us or from the office, we all get to know where the money's going and how the money's being dictated.
One of the things that I'm working on now, even though we don't have money, I'm looking to find out if we can find, we do have a park on that side, but we don't have over here for the kids. And we've got young kids.
Right.
So I'm looking on Craigslist, you know, where we can maybe find a swing set or something. Or maybe work with some of the warehouses around here to see if they would be willing to donate,
Bro,
you know,
could you sign it, please?
donate some funds so we can get maybe swing set, you know what, maybe a basketball hoop or something on this side, since we do have a park over there. It's hard for people from to bring their kids to this side at night, you know, and then the kids walk back. I've seen some walk back by themselves. It's not good. So if we can have it in both sides, I think that would work. You know, they're not, we do have children on the other side. So that's like one of the things, you know, that we're trying.
So that's by law.
The terms, that's it, the only thing, really, this is what we should tell them, because this is what we're allowed to do.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Give it to them.
Yeah,
Right, even if it's covered.
yeah. We want to read this to you, and with the property management, and this is what it's saying. The resident council is encouraged to actively participate, and the New Brunswick Housing Authority will provide opportunities for the resident council to participate in the New Brunswick housing decision-making process, I'm reading this differently, and the New Brunswick housing decision and making process, and give advice on matters relating to modernization and security, maintenance, and annual planning, tenant screening, selections, and recreation, all out here. In this regard, the RC will meet, which is resident council, will meet with the executive director, senior asset manager, and maintenance director on a monthly basis prior to the monthly meeting of the New Brunswick Board of Commissioners. So when we meet with them, then we meet with the Board of Commissioners. And we talk with them too. And we're gonna invite them to come to our meeting.
And then once we have our meeting with them, then we'll have our meeting with you guys, so you guys can know what's going on this far. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like a lot of stuff has been going on, and we don't understand. You know what I'm saying? We don't understand how they got this new building put here, and you see our maintenance people taking care of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of little things that went on, and that us as the tenants, we're seeing that the stuff like, how is this going on? This is why we're here now. So from this point forward, we could say, or we could recommend that you guys don't do any new buildings that come up. You can't help them because you're already spread too thin, and we're not getting taken care of.
Right.
You know what I mean? Never mind these new buildings that are up, and you know, of course they're not gonna have any plumbing problems for the next
30 years.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Unless somebody doing something wrong there. But we have maintenance issues, we have plumbing problems because it's falling apart. You understand what I'm saying? So, basically that's where we're gonna come in. So when they have their meetings, we're gonna be in their meetings. You know what I'm saying? So when they say, oh, well, there's a common area over there in the front of the building, we're gonna put a building there. Why? Why? Hold on, Lawrence Darkin, Vice President of the Tenants Association, on behalf of the tenants, said we don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So now we have a chance to help stuff get done.
We gotta help ourselves.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
the only way we're gonna help ourselves is to have this resident council to help
So now
you,
we
to
have
help us.
a word
and everybody.
in the decision making. Now we have a part of the decision making. So now it's not like we're sitting around watching all this new stuff get done, and everybody's wondering what. Like for a long time, nobody even knew what that place was over there. We just knew a new building was going up over there. We didn't know that land was sold to these people, and because that was where our kids played football at all.
And we were asking, why can't we put a park there? Next thing we know, it was gone.
So we wanted we wanted that to be leave that they could have made that a basketball court, or they could have made that anything else. We didn't know. Me personally, I'm like half of Jersey Avenue is wide open, and they could have put that building 3 times the size on Jersey Avenue, and it would have been fine. Those people still would have had access to public transportation, the hub bus comes down that street. You know what I mean? They have access to everything. They have access here. They would have had access there. Except for our kids would have had a nice little park to play in and not have to worry about them playing kickball in the middle of the courtyard and somebody's window get bust or somebody's car get hit. They would have had a designated spot for that. But being that we did not have a word and we did not have a say and we didn't even know that this place was going up, that's how it got there. So this is what we're trying to, again, trying to make our quality of life a little bit better.
Now, everybody knows that, well, and everybody don't know, but you should have signed the paper. As of July the 1st, you let everybody know, there's no smoking period, reefers, cigarettes, whatever. You can get put out if you caught on a property or one of your relatives or anything, because this is not from the housing authority, this is from this came down straight from the top, from Washington. This is not only in New Jersey, it's all over the United States. That no smoking, no reefer, no cigarettes on the property or in your apartments. So, you know, you have to be outside of the area.
Please,
be careful.
please, people.
Be careful.
Let your neighbors know this,
Yeah.
please, because whoever's here and you got a neighbor that smokes
Or resident, or family members.
let them know, because after July 1st, that is going to be
That is going to
so
be mandatory.
serious.
That's
and that's
serious.
going to be an issue for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You got a lot of seniors that have been smoking for umpteen years, and now they're not going to be able to smoke in their property. A lot of people's like, I pay right here, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. This came down from HUD. This is an office decision. This is a HUD decision. Again, if we had a tenants association back then, maybe we could have put a word in like,
Yeah.
we don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But being that this has already been implemented and it's already in, it's
They
already
already
law,
signed it.
there's absolutely nothing we can do about it as we know this far.
Right.
Once we get up and running, maybe we could put an opinion in on, we didn't agree with that or we don't agree with that. But until we
Right
get
now-
established, and we gotta get bigger numbers, you know what I'm saying? I would say it's about 15 people here. 15 people could get some stuff done. 200 people could get stuff done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to come out to these meetings.
But
We have to
everybody that
know
smokes, if you
what's going on.
tell
The
your
smoking
neighbors,
issue,
tell your kids.
That's very serious
your
because
kids.
you can lose your apartment and you can get arrested
Yeah.
and you will be fined.
What about the people that don't live there?
That's what we're talking about, people that live there and the people that don't live there, they can get arrested.
Making rules for tenants, but you're not making rules for the drug.
Well, this is
The-
for,
no,
this-
the smoking
is
ban-
for
The
everybody.
smoking ban is for everybody.
Everybody.
Your neighbor,
Your
your
neighbor,
neighbor.
It's not when you got people that's
Yes.
been years and years.
No.
and
I know, I know,
Never mind that.
this is why we were fussing about it, we know people that been smoking for years, but
Yeah, that's the federal
this is the
government.
federal
But
government.
that's for everybody. That's
We
not
had
just
no
for the,
say, and they had no say.
that's just not for the tenants, that's for everybody.
Everybody.
If
Right,
somebody,
How far do we have to go?
alright, but wait,
they could go
Wait,
into Aldi
don't
parking
get me
lot,
wrong.
they could go on
I've been-
Zero Way.
I don't care, I've been smoking for years.
We all know that.
But my thing is this, okay, how about I go outside the gate, I smoke my cigarette?
Now, if you go outside the gate,
Okay, hold on. But you just said it's for everybody.
that lives
Even
here,
for the people who
that don't
don't
live
live here.
here.
How about if somebody is standing in front of my front porch
you
on
can
the thing and they're smoking?
Yeah.
They can be arrested.
Or you tell them to get out, you keep no smoking on the property.
You have to fight.
They're
these
gonna listen to me.
Yeah. Look, if you got a problem, call me.
Listen, wait, you didn't have to
We
do
need your
that.
number.
You don't have to call anybody. This is
You
a
call the police.
federal, this is
But
not
this is not
us.
us.
This
This
is a
is
federal
federal thing.
ban.
You got to
So,
talk with federal.
if the police see somebody smoking, by all means, they can arrest them
They
on the
can arrest
spot, and there's nothing
That's
we
why
can do
we're
about it.
saying we
So
have
this
to
is
be
not
the
us.
New Brunswick
This is not
Police
us.
department.
and let
This
them
is-
see
we
what
want them
now
to
is
come
happening
So
here.
the federal
Because-
government has talked to the Brunswick Police Department and let them know that there is zero smoking on
Right.
HUD's property, period. That's not us, that comes, so
That's
they already
not
got
us.
the word already. This
Right.
is why we trying to get y'all to
And you know that paper you signed?
I didn't sign
You ain't sign it?
I sure
Because
did.
that, if you don't,
Yeah, they were
You
having,
have to sign that.
they were
Every
having
saying
issues
if
with
you
people
don't sign it,
signing
you
that.
wanna get, they can evict you.
They were having people.
They can
This
evict
is, like I
you if
said,
you don't
this is
sign
a
it.
lot bigger, this is one of the
This
reasons
is
why
not
I
us, this
said
is not
that,
housing, this is HUD from Washington
this is
DC.
one of the
Well,
reasons
HUD
why
should be
I said
down
that
here.
this needed to be said to
Well,
this
you
meeting.
worried about somebody smoking cigarettes, HUD should be down here about this rent calculation.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get into all this, well, this is why we getting started now. We're gonna get in new beginnings, we're gonna get
New
into
beginnings. We started
everything.
fresh.
But how do you know if somebody's smoking in their house?
They can smell it.
A cigarette?
Yo, child, do you know what this
Well,
smells
who can smell it?
If I can smell it, if I walk in your house and you smoking, I can smell it. I can smell cigarette when somebody walks past me. That's
So
how.
they're gonna be walking in people's houses?
No, you just have to be careful.
What we
Make sure
saying is,
nobody
we
don't
saying that
smoke.
they're not gonna do
Well,
this.
they're not gonna come.
They're not gonna be walking to people's house checking for cigarettes.
Right.
But
Wait,
if housing authority comes in your house and they see cigarettes or
And
they
you can
see
see it on the wall.
and they see
Yeah.
smoke
You know
inside the
why?
house or something like that, then you're violating. You're
They're-
Oh, 'cause
violating.
they can see a pack of cigarettes, that don't mean I didn't go down.
Smoke,
the
know
aisle.
what I'm saying?
right.
But if they smell
what it
smoke,
is if they find cigarette butts laying on the ground in front of your
You have to
stairs,
check.
And
and
they
then
find
their
ashes
maintenance
in your
guys gotta
house.
In
clean
your
it.
house.
That's all
That's
it is.
if they
They're
come
trying, you know,
in.
But
This
this
is
is-
HUD's doing. This ain't, they're not gonna start coming in your house just to check for
No,
cigarettes.
but
But
it's-
if they, like they said, they catch these kids outside that are smoking reefer, that's what it's mainly about. Because a lot of people, this where it came down from out of New York, was complaining like some of us was complaining down here. And it was on TV that a lot of the residents in New York were complaining about the smoke coming through the walls into the apartments. And a lot of these kids are smoking more than just cigarettes, they're smoking reefer that goes through the walls. Or if you stand outside like me, I smelt it all the way down the street. All of us were sitting on our porch.
Well, it seems like HUD is just like, housing authority trying to keep you in a hut.
Yeah.
Because
So-
especially when you have a cookout, who the hell ain't smoking?
I know, but see,
You have a family members that are cookout, everything, they drinking, this is gonna be a mess.
yeah.
But this is what I'm
But
saying.
see,
This
this
is
is-
why.
Cigarette
it's-
smoking and-
This is why this was to me. This is why this was a topic that definitely needed to be brought here because it's gonna come down so serious, and then people are gonna be like, whoa, where's such and such? She was just here.
I feel
Oh,
sorry
she
for the
got
people
put
that
out.
has to be on the legal marijuana, that has to take that every day.
And this is what
But
Mr. Clark
this is
said
what
when we had
if you-
when we had the meeting with Mr. Clark. He said his exact words were, if people have the medical marijuana thing, this is his exact words. They are edibles. They are brownies. They are lollipops. They are. You just gotta do the edibles. If you have a medical card, that
If
was
your
his
insurance
exact-
pay for that.
Insurance, but you could barely get your insurance to pay for the medical marijuana anyway. So it costs you between $400 or $500 just to get the medical card. And then once you get the card, the marijuana that you get legally is not the street stuff that you get.
right,
So
it's
you're gonna
packaged,
pay
it
more
has
for
your
that
ID on
anyway.
it, it's
Yeah.
So
and you have to keep it in that, because it has an ID code on it, it has your name, that it's your prescription.
And you have to go to Aldi's and smoke that?
you can't no
Well,
smoking
that's what they're
zero.
saying, instead of smoking it, you can put it in a
They want
brownie,
you to bake
you can
it.
put it in
I
something
can see the
else.
next step
You know,
going. The next
right.
step will, you
But
go to
it-
Aldi's gonna complain.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what it is, I
This
think
is-
really
Or
again-
they say
coming
within
down.
500 feet of the
Right,
area.
but you know what it is, I
So that
think,
means
This
you
is
gotta
not
cross
us.
the highway
But-
or
Right,
walk
but you know
around
what it
the
is? I
Oliver
think-
Avenue.
But Sandy,
really what it's
the
gonna
situation
happen
with
like
this
this.
is, if we come out in numbers, and we petition against this smoking ban, then maybe we can get it lifted. But if only 12 people come, and then we send a letter to HUD with 12 people saying, oh, well, these 12 people don't want smoking. They're like, well, we got 3,000 units, 300 units in there, and only 12 people are complaining, so no,
Okay, you can sign a petition?
why not?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know exactly how far that'll go, but it's a start. You know what I'm saying? We gotta
All
start
you can do
somewhere.
is try.
New beginnings. You gotta start somewhere to get somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? But we got a lot more president issues than
Then
smoking.
smoking, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we just wanted to get that out so that for the safety of the tenants, we wanted to let you people know that that law's going as
Into
far as
effect.
January, as
Yeah.
far as
And
July
there's nothing
1st.
we can do about that right now, but we don't want y'all to get in trouble, that's why we want y'all to know about it.
What if nobody's home, then what? If they sitting on your porch and they smoking on your porch?
Well, they're not saying that they're not saying because somebody's
Because
smoking
they're on the
that
porch.
they're gonna go inside the house and the person
I mean, if
that.
they smoking on your porch and you're not
Did-
home, then what?
Somebody who's not.
That person.
If they're smoking on the porch, that's on that
will get in
person.
trouble.
That person
That's
will
on
get
that
arrested,
person.
or that person will be fined.
Right.
That got nothing to do with whoever's in the house.
That person will get a ticket. Has nothing to do with you being not home or whatever.
Yeah, because that's
That
not a-
person
it's not a
is the
resident
person
issue.
that is smoking.
It's not a resident issue.
I
This
really-
is.
This is a
I
wide
the
really
HUD
think
issue.
that this was really issued by HUD because they realize we have a lot of people sitting outside smoking marijuana.
Right.
Coming over there and doing this.
And they come out
Now
here
it's
to
a
do it.
law that, okay, if
And they
they're
don't
on your
live here.
porch, you call, they're gonna get arrested.
Right.
You know, before, so what, we call, they're smoking. You know what I'm saying? But now it's a law, and it's like, now they can get arrested.
And they tell you they don't have a
So,
car to
you,
send out
like
there.
you guys, I mean, if
Yeah.
you're in the house, nobody's gonna go, well, she's in the house smoking, you know? But it's more like, okay, they're out there and they're doing this.
Right.
Now we can get the police have to
Yeah,
stand
police
up
have
and
to
do
come and
something.
stop.
You know, it's a law now.
We
It's
just
not
wanna
like the
let
police
y'all know
can
about
drive
the
by.
law.
No, now it's a law, we're gonna sit with the cops and say, look, it's a law. This is now one of the reasons why you have to, and we have the right to have these people arrested. The more times they're arrested here, the more times, then they're giving a paper, you're not allowed to be on the premises.
Yeah, they're barred out.
Then they're barred out. Then the cops again can go, I mean, if we have to keep going at them that way until they finally stop, we gotta get the cops to keep doing it.
Look, last night, I called the cops so many times because I was on my porch and I had people calling me about the noise. I stood on the porch and I must have called them 9 times while I was trying to bake cookies and burnt the batch of my cookies behind all these kids out there. So, the cops do come. When they don't do nothing, I stand right there and call them back. Make them go. I stand right there. When Lawrence came through last night, where was I at? Thank you, because I was making sure they moved them kids out the way from down there. Now, if they go sit on somebody else's porch and you don't say anything,
Yeah.
that's your way. If you don't get up and call the cops and say exactly where they at and call, that's nobody's fault but yours. That's not nobody else. You can call the cops or you can get them, go to the door and say, get away from my porch. Okay? And if they don't leave, then you call the cops.
Let's get to where we open the floor for the
The
people.
smoking, you asked a question about the smoking policy. Is housing gonna put signs over the?
That's what that's another
They had
thing.
asked us if we wanted signs and stuff like that, we need to inform them what signs we need.
What signs we need.
We gotta get it in both languages, Spanish and
Rosa?
If they're if you're not here hanging in the knots, in the parking lots and all that stuff, or on your porch, because it's really the people, some of the people who live here, bring the people here. Why would they wanna bring somebody here to mess with their own community? I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well, it's parents
Then,
that
so
don't
you run from
keep
there,
track.
they have the alleys, I'm scared to go to sleep, because you don't know what's gonna happen out here. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
That's why I'm saying we really need to find out who we can
Wait a
talk
minute.
to with the police.
Hold on one
Hold on
second.
one second,
Hold on
baby.
one second.
Can
We're
we
gonna
turn
have the
that camera
camera
on?
shut down so that we can open the floor for the
Yeah.
people.